Download the NBA app Greater Than Indianapolis. Setting the stage this weekend are the 14 players listed in this edition of Kia Race to the MVP ladder, set to showcase their talents at the 2024 NBA All-Star Game. Of course, we'll highlight the top 5 individually as always. But first, let's discuss a player on this list who isn't playing in the All-Star Game.
Sacramento Kings forward, center Domantas Sabonis snapped a string of 3 consecutive triple-doubles Wednesday in a 102-98 road win over the Denver Nuggets. The vet logged his 50th double-double in the game and tallied 3 steals. The performance helped the 27-year-old conjure his 3rd season with 50 double-doubles or more.
Yet the 3-time All-Star finds himself and teammate De'Aaron Fox, who has 19 30-point games this season, on the outside looking in after the NBA announced the Western Conference All-Stars for 2024. Naturally, the word snub immediately comes to mind. But the talent pool in the West proved deep enough to sink the prospects for the 7-year veteran to return as an All-Star to Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, where he previously played for the Pacers for nearly 5 seasons.
One stat to know: 18. That's the number of triple-doubles registered by Sabonis this season, which leads the NBA. With 50 career triple-doubles, Sabonis ranks as just the 11th player to reach that milestone, and he's 6th among active players in career triple-doubles.
What they're saying, it's a tough talent pool. The best players are there. It would have been an honor and a privilege to be there with everyone. Sabonis, on not being named a 2024 All-Star. Keep track of how our MVP rankings continue to evolve throughout the season.
1. Nikola Jokic, Denver Nuggets last week's ranking, number 1 season stats, 26. 1 PPG, 12 RPG, 8.9 APG. His case: they'll say the sky is falling in Denver with the club mired in just its second 3-game losing streak of the season.
Against Sabonis and the Kings on Wednesday, Jokic snapped a 15-game run of games with 20 points or more. The 2-time MVP failed to post a double-double for just the 9th time this season while finishing 0 of 6 from 3-point range.
Jokic needed this break. 2. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Oklahoma City Thunder last week's ranking, no. 2 season stats: 31.1 PPG, 5.5 RPG, 6.5 APG. His case: the first-time All-Star starter owns the MVP momentum going into the break, having spoiled Shaquille O'Neal's Orlando jersey retirement night Tuesday with a 32-point effort in a 127-113 Oklahoma City victory.
The 25-year-old reeled off 13 points during a dominant 5-minute stretch in the 3rd quarter of that game. Second in the league in points per game, Gilgeous-Alexander ranks number 1 in steals, 115, and is just 14 points from passing Giannis Antetokounmpo, 1,662, for the league lead in total points.
3. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Milwaukee Bucks last week's ranking, number 3 season stats, 31. 1 PPG, 11.2 RPG, 6.4 APG. His case: Antetokounmpo goes into All-Star break tracking toward becoming the first player in NBA history to average 30-plus points on 60% shooting in a season.
But overall, the 2-time MVP and the team need this time away to work on getting everyone on the same page. Milwaukee's 113-110 loss at Memphis on Thursday demonstrated the choppy waters the Bucks continue to navigate in the wake of the firing of first-year coach Adrian Griffin and the hiring of Doc Rivers.
4. Luka Doncic, Dallas Mavericks last week's ranking, number 4 season stats, 34. 2 ppg, 8.8 rpg, 9.5 apg. His case. Named Western Conference Player of the Week on Monday after leading the Mavericks to a 4-0 week in which he averaged nearly a triple-double, Doncic led his team to 2 more victories going into the break.
Circle the calendar for what should be a fun matchup coming out of the break on Thursday against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns, 7:30 Eastern Time, TNT, followed by a 4-game road trip. 5. Jason Tatum, Boston Celtics. Last week's ranking. Number 5 season stats, 27.1 ppg, 8.
6 rpg, 4.8 apg. His case. Kawhi Leonard is breathing down Tatum's neck for this spot. But the 25-year-old lit up Brooklyn for 31 of his 41 points Tuesday in the first half, dialing up his third 40-point game of the season and 25th of his career.
Tatum torched the Nets again the next night, combining with Derek White for 47 points in a game that all of Boston's starters sat in the fourth quarter. The next 5 T6. Kawhi Leonard, LA Clippers, last week's ranking. No 6 T6.
Domantas Sabonis, Sacramento Kings, last week's ranking. Number 7, 8. Donovan Mitchell, Cleveland Cavaliers, last week's ranking. No. 9, 9. Kevin Durant, Phoenix Suns, last week's ranking. Number 8, 10. Anthony Davis, Los Angeles Lakers, last week's ranking. No.
10. And 5 more, listed alphabetically. Devin Booker, Phoenix Suns. Jalen Brunson, New York Knicks. Anthony Edwards, Minnesota Timberwolves. Tyrese Halliburton, Indiana Pacers. Karl Anthony Towns, Minnesota Timberwolves. Michael C. Wright is a senior writer for NBA.com. You can email him here, find his archive here and follow him on X.
The views on this page do not necessarily reflect the views of the NBA, its clubs or Warner Bros. Discovery.